Hey everybody, Jill from SEO Tool View, introducing you today with a view of Keyword Chef. Keyword Chef is a keyword research tool that really focuses on finding long-tail keywords. It's affordable and it's super easy to use. It's just a bare bones tool for finding really great opportunities with some really long-tail keywords. So very simple website. There's nothing fancy going on here. Okay, it'll just tell you some of the basics. They're trying to give you keywords that have actual user intent, quality keywords with long tail variations. They're kind of showing you here how Keyword Chef is finding these really weird search terms, and they're not giving you the basics. These are all going to be too broad and hard to rank for. So this is really great for, any kind of website, but new sites specifically where you're really trying to grow quickly. This is a great way to just find those long tails that you can rank for fast. Okay, it gives you real-time SERP analysis so you can see what's actually going on. And they have what's called a wildcard search, which they do a really good job with this. So this is probably one of my favorite parts of the tool so far. That I've only played with it with one keyword set so far, and the results I got were kind of awesome. So there is no monthly fee for this. It is based on credits. So for $20 a month, or $20, sorry, not per month. It's just a $20 fee. You get 1,200 credits. $100, you get 10,000 credits. $250, you get 50,000 credits. And you can see the price per keyword goes down. So here you're paying 0.017 for a keyword. Here you're paying 0.005. So obviously you're saving a lot of money by the higher volume credit purchase. So you get 1,000 free keywords, which that's what I'm using right now. There are some limitations in how many SERPs you can review, but at least you get to see how it works. I definitely suggest at least testing it out, guys. It's really kind of cool. Okay, so this is the same menu whether you're logged in or logged out. So you can see here your little icon for account settings. You can buy more. I have 661 credits left of my 1,000. They do have a learning center, so you can kind of take a look at some of the resources they have here. It's not an advanced tool. It's very easy to use, so I think it's pretty intuitive. My reports, this is the one that I ran already today, which I'm going to show you in a minute. And then Discover is where you will do your search. Okay, so my reports. Okay, so I did a wildcard search. I did homemade asterisk for dogs, with asterisk being the wildcard. So what I want it to return is anything that's homemade, then a term for dogs. So you can see I had 339 results. I did a global search, but they do allow you to do searches. I think it's like 6 or 7 countries. I know New Zealand, South Africa, United Kingdom. So there are some countries you can do specific searches for. You can add a description and a tag if you want to. You can delete the project if you want to. And if you do this, you can actually add project folders, so you can kind of keep things organized if you're doing multiple websites. So just a few features there. So if I click on this, you'll see what I was delivered after it ran its data. I got 339 keywords. Okay. You can see the keyword on the left. I can do a search if there's something specific I'm looking for. If I want to filter, so say I want to filter by food, it'll show me all the things related to food. So you can use that. There's average monthly searches per month. So homemade healthy food for dogs gets about 2,400 a month. The highest in the last 12 months was 2,900 a month, and the lowest was 1,900 a month. Then when you click on this, you'll see the SERP results. So you can see I already kind of I already clicked these. So here, and I'll explain the 0 in a minute, but right now you can see it's showing me the top 7 results. Okay. And this 0 is kind of telling me that I might have a hard time ranking for this. These are all pretty competitive websites. Okay, and they use a different kind of metric than some of the other tools out there. So what Keyword Chef does, they just kind of look at those top results and see which pages are typically easier to outrank. Usually that is like Pinterest pages or Reddit pages or forum pages. So if there's those in the results, they're going to show you that. As far as the regular URLs, you guys will have to have an understanding of how competitive your own website is and make a decision whether or not you think you can beat these or not. Off the top of my head, I know Canine Journal I'm probably never going to beat. I know All Recipes I'm never going to beat. I'm not familiar with these, so I might want to just do a little search there. But this is just a good guide to help you. Okay, so anything with a 0 might be a little bit hard. Doesn't mean you shouldn't tackle it, but you might want to try and find something a little easier. So this one shows me a 2, homemade cones for dogs. And you can see it highlights which URLs might be a little bit easier to beat. So if I can push Pinterest out of the way, that would be fantastic. I've done it before, I can do it again. Okay. Now, again, using this tool, you have to understand your own website. Like, I'm not going to bother trying for something that's got 50,000 searches a month right out of the gate. Like, I want to find the long tail, like homemade food for dogs with kidney disease might be a good one for my site. It's a long tail. But these kind of things you have to be careful of because it falls under, the whole medical thing. You might want to have a vet look at it, that kind of thing. So you have to kind of be careful with that as well. Okay, so other things you can do with this. So let me go over here, get all SERPs. So you can get these difficulty numbers for all the SERPs. With the free trial, you're only allowed 30. When you pay for it, you could click this button and all of these will give you the SERP results. Okay. You can export all this data to a CSV if you would like. And if you come back over here, you can do some filters. So we could do keyword filters. So maybe I want to have a topical page, and this will be my main silo page for homemade food for dogs. This is a page I ultimately want to rank for whatever reason. So this would be my main page, but now we've got all these other things. So I'm seeing kidney. So if I click kidney, it gives me a filter, homemade food for dogs with kidney disease. This can be a child article linking to my silo page. So now I have homemade food for dogs with kidney disease linking to my homemade food for dogs page. Okay, and I could do another one. I can do homemade food for dogs with liver disease. Have it link back to my homemade food for dogs page. So these are all like little great silo articles for you to consider to optimize your main page. Okay, so a little bit of clustering going on here as well. Okay, I could reset and it'll show me everything again. And then you can do volume SERP. So like I said, I know I'm not going for a 50,000 volume search term a month. I know my website. Maybe I want to look at terms that are 200 searches a month to 500 searches a month just to get me started. Okay, so now I'm looking at terms here, and you can see I played around a little bit. So here I found another one. I want to look for ones that either have a 2 or a 3. I didn't come up with any with a 3 over here because that means there's just a little more opportunity for me to rank a little faster. So again, this has the 2 Pinterest. This one has 2 pages. Pinterest. It's pulling a lot of Pinterest pages, telling me I can outrank Pinterest. Okay. So that's where I'm kind of going for. That's the goal of this, is to find those URLs that have a lot of Pinterest, forums, Reddits, because those are typically easier to beat. So now you have all these great opportunities. Homemade mouthwash for dogs, 260 a month on average. Homemade weed killer, that's safe for dogs. So these are all article ideas, low volume, but probably much easier to rank for. Okay, so here you can copy the information. You can open this, see it right in the SERP results. So then if you have another kind of tool that gives you the difficulty, you can see how difficult these pages are and whether or not you have an opportunity to rank for them. Okay, so this is pretty much it. It's simple, it's easy. So let's run, I'm going to do the same thing, but let's do it for cats. So I'm going to do homemade asterisk for cats. Okay, so you can do import custom keywords as well. So say you do your research through Ahrefs or SEMrush, you can export those and import those here and get the data in a different way. You're going to pay you're going to use a credit per keyword that you upload, so you want to be aware of that, and you're only allowed 1,000 keywords at a time. So for this, I'm going to set my geo setting. I'm going to do United States. I'm going to set as my default country. These are all the countries, right? Oh, they added some. So these are the countries that you could currently do your search in. So if you're in New Zealand and you only want to target New Zealand, you can click that. Okay, and then you can set it as your default. And then we're going to do a search. Okay, and the dogs one came quick. Okay, so this is what I want to show you. So homemade for cats. Okay, select which categories you would like to use credit for. Exact match, 210 results. Okay, and you can see homemade balanced diet, which is where the asterisk was. Pain relief is where the asterisk was. Salve, dry food. So I got all these great sample keywords, but they also give you exact and similar. Okay, so I didn't see good results with the dog one. So like here, homemade cat food for senior cats with kidney disease, that's good. How to make meat jelly for cats. Okay, so this one is a little more accurate. The dog one had some terms that were not relevant. I posted it in the post if you want to take a look. So there wasn't as many good matches when I did that. So I'm going to actually leave this exact and similar and see what it comes up with. And then when you click Get Keywords, okay, here's your list. And you got to admit, that was pretty quick. It's kind of amazing how fast it can do it. So now I have homemade food for cats. And we could do the same thing. We can go to Keywords, okay, and we can look up disease. Okay, so homemade food for cats with kidney disease, liver disease, renal disease. So I can do all these subtopical articles linking back to my homemade food for cats article to help create a silo. There's a lot of different ways to build silos in here. So you've got all these different opportunities. So homemade toys. Let me get rid of the disease. Homemade toys for cats. Okay, homemade repellent, mosquito repellent, tick repellent. This could be one article, maybe 2 articles. You'll want to see what the search results are doing. And that's all there is to this. So easy to use. I hope you guys love it. Any questions, let me know. And go give it a spin. You get 1,000 free credits.